Hi everyone. So I chose to focus on socio-emotional development through adolescence, and it's because it's a time of huge internal change. It is a kind of emotional roller coaster that shapes who we become. It's time for self-identity. This is really relevant to me because I'm planning a career of becoming a nurse practitioner, specifically in psychology, and I will be working closely with the youth in counseling, education, prescribing medication. So understanding what's happening beneath the surface is key. Adolescence ranges from ages 10 to 19, and it's defined by three major areas of development: physical, cognitive, and socio-emotional. Physically, it's the onset of puberty. It is when the hormones surge, the bodies change, our sleep patterns vary, our energy levels vary. Cognitively, this is when teens develop abstract thinking. They become better at problem solving skills, but part of the brain that regulates the impulse control, the prefrontal cortex, is still developing. So decision making can be a little bit complicated, and that's why they say don't get married until you're 25. But it's about the socio-emotional development that's often the most intense. So us as adolescents are trying to figure out who we are as people, as ourselves. We are seeking independence, we're craving social connection. This is when friendships they deepen, emotions feel stronger, self-esteem often rides on peer approval. One of the major issues that is tied to this stage is growing. It's the impact of social media on our mental health. It's the studies that show that high school social media use is linked to increased anxiety, to depression, having lower self-esteem because you saw Pretty Girl in Paris. So adolescents are still forming their identity, but they're still constantly exposed to filtered images of perfection and social comparison. Platforms such as Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, they're no longer about posting fun things. They're all about, validating your pictures, how popular you are, how many Instagram followers you have. Sometimes it's even about bullying. I emphasize that this population is always about being on, it's always about being seen. When people are silently struggling, nobody's showing the reality behind those pictures. In conclusion, I just want to say none of it actually matters because adolescence isn't just a phase that we all go through. It's the foundation of our adulthood. So if we better understand our emotional highs and lows, the peer dynamics, the mental health risks that we face as teens, we can support healthier development. Hopefully this will help build us to become more self-aware. So yeah. One thing I do want to add is I want to ask a thought-provoking question. So it would be, how would we as adolescents be emotionally and socially if social media didn't exist, or if it wasn't of as utmost importance as it is now in this generation? And that is what I would like to end this with. So thank you for watching my video.